What up, peeps? Kings AL representing Grind for Yokes TV. Back with another one. In this video, we're going to be talking about no fap in bodybuilding or semen retention in bodybuilding. Now, this is actually part 2 of my series with this. And in this video, man, we're going to be breaking it down a little bit more. Now, I already told y'all how no fap, at least in my at least on my side, semen retention, it makes me more aggressive. And me, as I get older, I've learned to channel my energy and my aggressiveness towards bodybuilding. And if anybody knows anything about testosterone or whatever in no fap, they'll tell you that after a week your testosterone levels will spike like some crazy number, like things like 144%, maybe even more. I may be mistaken, but anyway, it spikes up at this ridiculous level. And after like a week of doing semen retention, supposedly it drops back down. Now, this is like a quote unquote scientific study. Now, in my honest opinion, I feel it more so after like 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, that's when I'm ready. And anything after that, man, it's like, okay, it's even more and more aggressiveness coming. You know what I'm saying? And when they tell you that testosterone levels drop after like a week, I don't necessarily agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm more aggressive, like I said, after like 2 weeks, and it just goes up after that. Now, if anybody knows anything about bodybuilders, man, they take steroids and they take like all these different testosterone boosters and energy boosters, to help them with their workouts. Now, with the one thing about semen retention, it's the most natural form of testosterone because it's catered to your body. It's God made, it's genetically coded, to fit you. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's different. Like I said, I'm the most aggressive after like 2 weeks, and it just goes up after that. Like a week I feel it, but after 2 weeks, I notice the difference. And when you can learn how to apply that energy and that aggressiveness, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to conquer any battle that you're going into, not just bodybuilding or anything. But that's the trick to it. You have to learn how to apply that energy into anything that you're doing. And it's only natural that if your testosterone levels is up, and if you can use that towards bodybuilding, of course, semen retention and no fap, if you will, is just like steroids because it's natural testosterone that your body uses. You know what I'm saying? And when you can apply that, like I said, to bodybuilding, your potential is unlimited, especially if you're already a genetically gifted individual. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to, always squeeze out that extra rep. And like I said, the trick to it is to use it to your advantage, like your aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you want to use it, do every set, controlled and not go all crazy and trying to do like 4 plates and end up snapping your shit up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that just because you're on a 5-week streak. You think you could bench 315? Nah, that ain't happening. But what I'm saying is you have to use that aggressiveness and keep on building up your your potential. Bodybuilding is a complex sport. You know what I mean? It just takes time. Like anything, you have to be a student of the game. And when you, like I said, when you can apply semen retention, within bodybuilding and use that to your advantage, and like I said, the trick to it is your aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? Your sort of like your mind stimulation. Your every rep is controlled. The mind muscle connection. Everything is enhanced with semen retention because like I said, when you can learn how to sort of like make everything within unison. Make everything connected. Your mind, your body, your muscle connections, your spirit. You know what I mean? It's all complex, and when you can put all of these things in one, like I said, guys, you'll be so powerful, not just in bodybuilding, but with anything. But like I said, semen retention, dog. Use it to your advantage. The power of sex transmutation. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't read that book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. You know what I'm saying? I think it's chapter 13, I think. semen retention. And just read that book, man. It'll help you a lot, especially if you don't know a lot about the topic. Just practice around with it, and just use it to your advantage, dog. The more you learn about yourself, the better. Me, I'm not saying I got it figured out, but I got years of experience with this. And me, like I said, after 2 weeks, it only goes up after that. You know what I'm saying? So this King JL representing Ground for Yokes TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace. I'm out.